Alright, it's Friday, November 6th, 2020, and my third significant stop of the day on this trip is a return visit to the Keystone Truck and Tractor Museum, located in Colonial Heights, Virginia, just north of Petersburg, south of Richmond. I do have a YouTube video on this museum already, but it has been expanded since I was here last, so I thought I would make a return visit to it and see how it changed and what it's like now. Okay, I want to see the large expanded area here, so I'm going to just do a quick walk without identifying every tractor, just as a recap of my other video. If you want to see that other video, it goes into identifying pretty much every model here. I think I need to come at this from the other direction. Everything's facing the other way. All right. Okay, speed walk down here and come back the other way. All right. Massey Harris and Alice Chalmers. Alice Chalmers on the right, Massey Harris on the left. And then we get over into the Olivers on the right. And then Ferguson. Another Ferguson, Massey Ferguson. Some International Harvesters. Massey Ferguson. IH's. Massey Ferguson. That's a big bull, isn't it? Jeez. It's a huge engine. 1917 International Harvester Titan. Okay. Well, they seem like they moved these in a little bit. Don't recall this aisle being quite this tight before. Farmall Cub, one of the first motorized vehicles I ever operated. And then we got more Olivers here, Farmalls, McCormick's. Bunch of IH and John Deere lawn tractors. Okay, getting into John Deere territory. And all the auxiliary collections, all the old kinds of pop bottles and soft drink advertisements, model trucks. All sorts of brands, a whole wall of them. A lot more soft drinks. Okay, John Deere's. Okay, walk down this way. Okay, the second full John Deere row. Okay, so supposedly most things up the ramp here are things that have changed around a lot. Oops. Gotta find, after my long drive, I gotta find where the men's is. It's around here somewhere. Looks like they're still working on this area. Yeah, so there's this collection of saws and wrenches and wire stretchers. Traps. Old wheels, hose nozzles, Civilian Conservation Corps tools, funnels, snips, scythes, keg taps, shavers, augers, drills, various kinds of, I don't know, clamp-on meters, ammeters, battery cell testers, gas cans, various gas station paraphernalia, beam tools, Pennsylvania logging tools. I think those are for, I don't know, for the ice industry perhaps. The propane wane. Modeled on a Ford, but probably having virtually nothing of a Ford in it. Okay, and there's the old velocipede up there, which I've commented on before. Yeah, so now there's some tractors up here which weren't up here before. Yeah, this was all trucks before, now we got more tractors, so. Field Marshal Mark I from England. Fordson Major Diesel. '1975 Blue G1000. 1957 Massey Harris 555 LP. Cockshut. 1941 Cockshut 70 Standard. Canadian. Built by Oliver. 1947 Cockshut 30 Wide Front. 1957 Cockshut 40. 1956 Cockshut 50 Wide. Lance Bulldog. 1939 Lance Bulldog, one-cylinder hot bulb engine from Mannheim, Germany. And a 1936 Lance Bulldog, one-cylinder hot bulb engine. I think these were here when I was here the last time. Vierzone FV1 from 1947, another hot bulb engine. From Vierzone, France. 1954 Landini L25 hot bulb single cylinder semi-diesel. (1962) Lamborghini Model 1R. Let's come back around here. This big brute is a 1966 Alice Chalmers D21 Series 2. There's a case here, but there's no sign on it. A 1958 Oliver 995 Lug-O-Matic. A 1961 Farmall 560. And a 1954 Farmall Super MTA wide front with a lot of ballast weights on it. I think this was here before. A 1936 Twin Minmo JTO Minneapolis Moline Twin City Model J Series tractors were produced from 1934 to 1937. Okay, Royal Crown Cola, 1946 GMC Royal Crown Cola truck. And we're still not done with the tractors though, not to get distracted. This is a 1923 Fordson Model F Hybrid. Somebody made these signs too small to read unless you're right on top of them. 1923 Fordson Model F. Gosh, the tires are like brand new. 1956 McCormick Farmall Cub. (1947) Empire 90 Standard. And along the same lines, a 1947 Empire 90. A little bit odd. Got your power takeoff shaft and then your drive shaft. Pretty similar model. The Empire tractor was originally conceived and designed for export only to foreign countries under the Marshall Plan Lend-Lease program after World War II. The original plan was to export all production with no intent to compete with U.S. existing tractor manufacturers. For some reason that deal fell through and the company ended up dumping the remaining half of their inventory on the U.S. and Canadian markets. The tractor was designed for use as a general purpose two-bottom plow light-duty farm tractor, but proved not well suited for heavy-duty farm work, as best suited for orchard and other light-duty chores. The original version used a Willys MB Go Devil Jeep engine and drivetrain. Later models used a Willys Overland 4-cylinder L-head civilian motor. Tractor came with a rear belt pulley, a large steel deck area, toolbox, headlights, spring shock seat. Okay, so let's start walking up and down these guys here. (1952) white WC wrecker. 1952 auto car C70S wrecker. (1956 GMC model 630-850 Holmes wrecker. Looks pretty powerful. (1951 GMC 4-cylinder diesel. 1989 Freightliner, Freightliner FLC 12064T. (1961 Diamond T2000, 1950 Diamond T650T, 1948 Dodge Power Wagon, 1947 Dodge Model WJA55, 1938 Dodge Model 32 pickup, 1940 Dodge Model VKDA60, and a 1940 VK63 Dodge straight truck. There's some things in here which are the same, but I think there's some things here which are different from the last time too. It's a 1986 Peterbilt 359 6x4. Nice Caterpillar engine in there. Got the sleeper in the back. So let's see. Go back down here. (1952 Diamond T950 RS 6x4, complete with a 1958 Oliver OC4 crawler and a 1948 Oliver HG60 crawler. Another big tow truck. Did I already identify this one? I think I did from the front. Can't really get far enough away to get good video. Yeah, already looked at the front of that one. It's a 1942 white WA120 4x2. 1952 white Superpower 4x2. 1952 white Superpower 4x2. White road tractor WC22T. (1954 white 3000). 1947 International Harvester KB8 4x2. 1950 Ford F7 4x2. 1941 Federal Model 25 4x2. 1937 Studebaker modeled J30M 4x2. And then 1942 Diamond T 4x2. 1938 REO and a model Diamond T 1957 4x2. Bunch of bicycles, scooters. 1923 model TT 1.5 ton Ford. 1932 Dodge Brothers pickup. 1919 DAY Elder. 1924 White Model 20. 1926 Graham Brothers EDX W Garwood Dump. 1907 General Vehicle 3.5 ton. 1941 Ford 1.5 ton Marmon Harrington 4x4. 1948 Studebaker M16. 1957 REO 4x2. John Deere 1955 Model 40C Swamp Tracks. 1930 Diamond T602C. Somebody started one of these guys up in the car section. So I think, yeah, I don't remember seeing this big area back here. Looks pretty new. This is a 1937 Mack model BM. Okay, this is a 1926 Mack AC Bulldog chain drive 4x2, carrying a Irish Fordson Model N. $1959 John Deere 430U on the back there of a 1949 Mack EGU 4x2, 1938 Mack EHU 4x2, 1953 Mack W-71 71st, I don't know, 6x4. (1962) Mack F737 ST 6x4. 1958 Mack H63T 4x2. 1959 Mack G73. 1957 Mack B30 4x2. 1963 Mack B75. 1961 Mack model B61 ST 76x4. I think that was the problem with that earlier sign. Whatever word processor they laid the sign out in thought the ST should be superscripted and put the ST in tiny print so it looked like 61st or whatever it was. That's a mistake they should have remedied. 1961 Mack 4x2, and they didn't capitalize Mack, so a little bit of error on the signage. 1957 B61 by Mack, so then they put the Mack after the model number on that one. (1940) Mack EEU SA. I think something's missing here. Should have been a 1952 Mack model LTHSW 6x4, but I don't think it's there. This is a 1955 Mack model LTHSW 6x4. Very similar sign. 1950 Mack LJT 4x2. 1950 Mack model LFT. 1968 Mack R68 or 685T. It's a 4x2. 1946 Mack EH tank truck. 1953 Ford F800 big job propane tanker. 1973 Chevrolet 96x4. 1927 Graham Brothers tractor model EDX. (1936) International Harvester C30 4x2. 1945 Dodge WH47. 1939 GMC COE cab over something, I don't know what that stands for. No sign for this one. (1950) Freightliner model 800 bubble nose 6x4. 1985 Freightliner FLT 10464T. 1986 Kenworth K100E. Kind of at a point where I can't quite get the trucks in view and still read the signs. 1955 Peterbilt 350 6x4. Driver's way up there on that one. 1955 International DFC 405. 1957 REO AC-633D. 1966 Diamond T931C COE 4x2. 1957 Diamond T 4x2 model 921CN Day Cab COE. 1961 white 4x2 model 5000 COE sleeper. Kind of generous windows on that guy. Yeah, it's a 1953 Kenworth 523 bullnose 6x4. 1952 Kenworth 521 bullnose 4x2 day cab. 1975 Marmon HDT BC 86 86-inch cab over and an empty spot. It's a 1923 model TT Ford camper with outhouse. This unit was the backdrop for the comedy country and western singing duo Boots and Britches. The complete unit was found in a barn in Missouri, still owned by the man who built it in the 30s in 1972, and spent 10 months out of the year touring the country for 29 years. During this time they performed 3,500 shows in 36 states and 3 Canadian provinces at RT shows, state fairs, county fairs, rodeos, major expositions. The Model T truck, camper, and outhouse was hauled 700,000 miles to make all these dates. Not driven, but hauled. This guy's got a big camper back on it. 1969 Diamond REO model HD 275, the Trend 4x2. The Trend Country Wagon was introduced as a double-duty vehicle. The 20 or 22 foot camper body could be removed from the truck chassis and supported on 4 sturdy jacks included as standard equipment, and replaced with a van or flatbed body by making the chassis under the body and locked in place. Okay. Did I already look at these guys? No signage on that one. 1952 Corbett Model D 802T. (1949) Corbett Model 22TG. 1949 Brown. And almost out of battery power on my camera. I think this will be the last row of trucks. (1947) Brockway Sleeper Model 260. 1974 Brockway K361TL 6x4. 1947 Ward LaFrance D3 4x2. 1957 Kenworth CC 925C 6x4. 1948 GMC Diesel 6-cylinder. 1947 Sterling 4x2. 1954 Autocar DC75, signs in the wrong place. Okay, now there's only this one other, I think this is the only other gallery, and it's mostly cars, but after I change my battery we'll do a quick walk through there. Okay, continuing on into this final gallery. Boy, the fumes in here are pretty awful. So I'm just going to do a walk through here. I think these cars are mostly all here when I was here in the other. The 1925 Thermosmobile, 1925 model TT Ford chassis. Maybe they're taking them to a show tomorrow or something. (1942) Diamond T404HH 4x4. 1924 Maxim Model M3 Northern Rotary Pump fire engine. 1948 Mack EF 4x2 fire engine. 1924 Pierce Arrow General Manufacturing Company fire engine. 1934 Ford American Fire Apparatus Pumper. 1922 Aaron's Fox. 1926 Sanford Model 500 Triple Combination Pump Chemical and Hose Truck. 1937 Ford Oren Fire Pumper. And a 1953 Chevrolet COE. Most of these cars here don't interest me because they're hopped up in some way or another. I've never been interested in cars that have been modified from their original version, or tractors turned into dragsters, or World War II fighters converted into pylon racers and things like that. They just don't do it for me. (1957) Nash Metropolitan. Okay. Well, I think that's going to conclude my quick return to the Keystone Museum. Just checking up on how the place has changed since I was here last, and looks like most of the display is about the same, but some of it got roomier, and I think there's some additional trucks back in that part. Any changes made to this part are minor. This is the part I like the best. I liked old trucks, but I like old tractors more. And this is the best collection I've seen anywhere. Even the, various John Deere museums and so on don't have this many tractors of their own or anybody else's, really. Yeah, a lot of lights are shut off. They're like, get out of here. We're closing. They have a nice little restaurant here when it's open. It's supposed to be open till 6. It's 5:20, but they're already kind of closing her down.